Today, I am ranking Charleston suburbs, the good, the bad, and the ones that'll make you question your decision to move to South Carolina in the first place. So we're giving real letter grades today, people. A's, B's, and C's. And yeah, I know you teachers will love that. Because not every charming community is charming when your commute's an hour and your neighbor's still lighting fireworks in October. Who does that? The South does. So whether you're relocating, downsizing, escaping Mamdani, New York, or just hate your neighbors, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you should and shouldn't live when moving to Charleston. And look, guys, I live here, okay? I sell here, and I've seen every side of this market. So if you're gonna trust someone to roast your future neighborhood and still help you buy there, it might as well be me, because let's rank these suburbs Charleston style, right? Let's get after it. All right, so here's how this is all gonna go down. I'm just not throwing darts at a map. Every suburb gets graded on one, schools, because nobody wants their kid learning fractions from a YouTube short. Two, your commute. How long before you start questioning your life decisions on I-26? We really need to determine all that. And then number three, we're gonna grade these neighborhoods on is home values and trends, okay? Is it growing? Maybe it's dying. There's some neighborhoods that aren't going up in value. Number four, lifestyle and vibe. Are you sipping cold brew at a local cafe, or are you dodging golf carts in a Walmart parking lot? And number five, flood zones, traffic, and factors. Simple enough. Let's get into it right now. All right, so let's start with the A tier, the can't miss suburbs. These are the suburbs you brag about living in. The ones with the good schools, the strong resale, and the occasional person walking their golden doodle wearing a raincoat. Number one, Mount Pleasant. So Mount Pleasant, right out of the gate, is gonna get a grade A+. Mount Pleasant is the Instagram suburb. Great schools, close to beaches, really nice homes. Everything is manicured. You get a $1.5 million house that looks like it's straight out of Southern Living. But what's the downside of living in Mount Pleasant, Ryan? Well, everyone and their cousin wants to live there, which means traffic. Like, I hope you brought a snack traffic, okay? But hey, all that aside, if you can handle that and afford it, it's top tier living. Clean, coastal, family friendly. You'll love it until you have to cross the Ravenel Bridge at 5 p.m. Then maybe not so much. All right, neighborhood number two, Daniel Island. Daniel Island's gonna get a grade A right there, right out of the gate. A, not A+, A. Daniel Island feels like you accidentally wandered into a gated college campus run by rich people. It's gorgeous, manicured parks, golf cart culture, top schools, and everything's 5 minutes away. But you'll also have to pay for that perfection. Is it worth it? I think so. Property taxes, HOA fees, and if you want a home under $1 million, good luck. Still, if you want safety, proximity to downtown, and water views, Daniel Island's a winner. All right, neighborhood number three, Isle of Palms and Sullivan's Island. These two, I'm grouping them together, getting a grade A, okay? Beach life baby. Those are the three words you need to know. Beach life baby. These are the you made it suburbs. Congratulations. You bought Bitcoin when it was a fraction of a penny. Congratulations. So you've got beautiful homes, ocean breeze, and enough golf carts per square mile to rival Daytona. Downside? Prices that make you question your entire career. Flood insurance, that's a thing. And parking? Don't even bother trying. Just leave your car on the street. But if you've got the budget, this is living the dream, okay? Living the dream. When people are like, oh, I'm living the dream, I'm like, oh, you live in Sullivan's Island or Isle of Palms? That's fantastic. Good for you. Next up on our list is number four, Somerville. So talking specifically about the Nexton and Cane Bay areas here, I'm giving this a grade A-. So Somerville has exploded. It's like every builder in America woke up one day and said, hey, you know what this tract of land needs? 9,000 houses, a Starbucks, and 15 roundabouts. And they all started building. The pros to this area is family friendly. You have excellent schools in DD2, brand new amenities. And if you want to get that real community feel and get the best bang for your buck, well, then this might be it. Now, the cons here, it's growing. It's growing a lot. it's growing fast. And with that comes traffic, construction, and HOA emails written by people who have too much time on their hands. Karen, you know who you are. Anyways, still, if you want value, space, and solid long-term appreciation in your home, this is a strong A- in my book, okay? I really believe if you're looking to buy something and you want to watch your value rise, Somerville is going to be a good area for that. You just want to make sure you pick the right area. All right, so now we're going to move on to the B tier, the good, but because it's like, it's good, but yeah, that's where we're at. All right, now we're getting into the middle class of the Charleston suburbs, the ones where you can actually still afford to eat after you buy the house. So number 5, Hanahan. This gets a grade B+. Hanahan is that quiet kid in class who ends up becoming a millionaire later. You know that one. It's not flashy, but it's still really solid. Good schools, central location, newer developments, and you're close to everything. North Charleston jobs, Somerville, Mount Pleasant, you name it, pretty close. It doesn't have the glitz of Daniel Island, but you'll get newer homes and a shorter commute. A very work hard, raise a family, grill on the weekends kind of suburb. Next up on our list, Goose Creek, coming in and getting a grade B. So Goose Creek is where the golf carts and garage gyms come alive. It's affordable, family friendly, and has every chain restaurant known to man, because they love putting up some businesses and stores in Goose Creek. It's the only place that has 2 Walmarts within about a 2-mile drive of each other. No joke. You'll get a lot of house for your money, but you'll also deal with some cookie cutter sprawls and weekend traffic that looks like a Taylor Swift concert let out. I mean, the traffic is bonkers sometimes. Still though, for military families or anyone wanting a good value, Goose Creek is a solid B. All right, number 7, West Ashley. So this gets a grade B as well. West Ashley is like the comeback kid. Used to be Charleston's forgotten cousin. Now it's seeing new life. Older neighborhoods with character, big trees, and no cookie cutter vibes. But it's hit or miss in West Ashley. It's really street by street. One block, you're in a storybook kind of neighborhood with beautiful oak trees and Spanish hanging moss. Next block, you're wondering who parked their boat in their front yard. Oh, and put a refrigerator inside of it. The commute can get rough, but you can find charm and value here if you know where to look, and that's one of the things I'll help you with. All right, next up on my list is James Island. This gets a grade B+. B+, not bad, James Island. James Island is funky, local, and close to Folly Beach. This is for people who love Charleston, but don't need all the fancy pants energy of Mount Pleasant, right? Good schools, quick access to downtown, and a real community vibe. The catch? Well, a lot of older homes, smaller lots, and prices are climbing fast. It's got character and a little chaos, and that's kind of why I love it, to be honest. And it's so close to Folly Beach. I mean, you're right there. All right, moving on. The C tier. Listen, this is the proceed with caution group, okay? This is why we're doing this. A, B, and C, right? Giving you the good, the bad, and oh my. All right, here comes the fun part. Let's talk about the suburbs where you can buy a house, but you might also want to have a generator, patience, and a gun range membership. All right, North Charleston. This gets a grade C+. North Charleston is complicated. It's massive. You've got some great areas near Park Circle, and then some not so great areas 5 minutes away. So what's the good about North Charleston? Well, listen, it's affordable, even in today's time, and it's convenient. The bad? Well, crime is real and zoning's a bit of a mystery. If you've got local help, me, you can find really good pockets in North Charleston, but don't just show up and buy the first cheap listing you see on Zillow. That would be a huge mistake. All right, moving on, Ladson. Let's give this one a grade C. So Ladson's where people go when they're like, hey, I want Somerville, but cheaper. And yes, you'll find affordable homes, but you'll also find traffic, no sidewalks, fewer parks, and schools that are, Ladson's not terrible, just not a long-term growth play unless you get lucky with a location. All right, next up, Hollywood and Ravenel. So I'm giving this one a grade C. These areas are gorgeous if you love peace and quiet. You'll have trees, space, horses, and more mosquitoes than most people that live there. It's rural Charleston living, but you're gonna drive forever for groceries, and sometimes cell service, well, it's not the greatest out there. So, you know, you might have to get up a Starlink. And usually when I'm driving out there, I lose cell service somewhere around the cow farm. I mean, it's perfect if you want land in solitude, right? Rough if you want some DoorDash at 9 o'clock at night. All right, now we're gonna move on to this next segment that I like to call the surprising wild cards. Yes, now I've got a few surprises for you since you stuck into this video. There are under the radar spots, and I've been watching that might just jump a letter grade soon. What are those neighborhoods? Well, let's talk about Point Hope and Clements Ferry Corridor, okay? This area, I'm giving it a grade B. I see it trending to an A. This area is blowing up. The new Dell Web community that they're putting in, new retail, the schools. You got Philip Simmons over there, and that's the next big thing, energy. People always say to me, Ryan, Cane Bay was this big thing back 10 years ago. What's the next big thing? You know, and I always tell people, I'm like, Point Hope. I'm like, no question. It's just got that vibe, and it's got that speed that they're already starting to just add more and more to that area. And not to mention, you're close to both Mount Pleasant and Daniel Island, but you do not have the $1 million sticker shock yet. I say yet because it's gonna get there. All right, now let's talk about Awendaw, grade B, and this one is trending up, and I'll explain why. Awendaw is rural luxury, land, privacy, custom homes that are still technically affordable compared to Mount Pleasant, and you're only 20 minutes from downtown Mount Pleasant. It's not for everyone, but if you like quiet, then this is a hidden gem. All right, next neighborhood, Johns Island. I'm giving this one a grade B- because traffic. Johns Island is stunning, trees, farmland, and that authentic Charleston charm, but holy traffic, Batman. One wreck on Maybank and you're spending the night in your car. I mean, no joke. Still, it's got serious growth in new construction popping up all over. I just don't know if they're ever gonna put in more bridges. I mean, you got 2 ways on, 2 ways off. You know, can we get another bridge? Is that possible? Before we start adding some more neighborhoods, that would be great. But I definitely think Johns Island is on its way up. All right, real talk. Charleston's suburbs are a mixed bag. You can't just Google best places to live in Charleston and expect the internet to know where the flood zones start or which new school is opening next year, or even if that matters for you. You need someone who lives it, drives it, and negotiates it every single day. Someone who's walked through every builder model, argued with HOAs, and knows which roads will double in traffic next year. That's where I come in, my friends. My job isn't just to find you a house, it's to make sure you don't regret your zip code. All right, Charleston, that's the good, the bad, and the surprising. Drop a comment below which suburb shocked you the most, and which one did I roast too hard? Mount Pleasant people, I'm looking at you. You know who you are. If you're thinking about moving to the Charleston area, reach out. I'll help you find the perfect fit, avoid the pitfalls, and maybe even saving you from buying next to the guy with 5 boats and no dock. Go ahead and do me a favor and subscribe for more brutally honest breakdowns, neighborhood tours, and Charleston real estate truth bombs. I'm Ryan McHugh. I'll see you in the low country. Oh, and let's keep this party going and click this video right here.